Hey, it's Gary, 3 times head of growth. This is how we activated 45% of our PLG customers using 3 successful playbooks. So just a little bit about my backstory. So we launched our PLG motion in December 2022. And since then we acquired 1,000 plus free customers. We improved our free to pay conversion rate. And that's a lot due to setting up paywalls and experimenting on upsells and pricing. Please take a look at my link and you can learn more about paywalls and upselling. But I discovered that customer success is the real catalyst for PLG growth. And so here's the breakdown. We conducted something called the Superhuman Onboarding. And Superhuman Onboarding gave us the best first impression. Instead of like selling or leaving your customer high and dry, we spent time reassuring them. We took a 30-minute demo call and we transformed it into something called onboarding calls. We provided the free customer with our product. We guide them through using the platforms. We say things like, hey, Joe, these are TrustCloud's essential controls and policies. You have a roadmap to achieve compliance. And they come back and they feel very reassured that, hey, wow, I have free access. I know how to use it over the 30-minute call. I have a roadmap, and it really helped them overcome the skepticism and put them in a place to know that TrustCloud is their compliance platform, and they don't really have to look so hard to look into other vendors. The second playbook is we really focus on creating content around people like you. We want to reassure customers who are worried about not having the right setup. That comes very often. Like, I don't have this. Can I use your platform? How many folks are using your platform that are just like me? So we want to make them feel very comfortable that we know their problems, we know their pain point, we have solved that for a lot of folks just like themselves. And we have customers that can attest that using TrustCloud and our level of expertise and support is absolutely great. And so we used challenger sales methodology to educate them. We share real examples. Hundreds of SaaS customers use the public trust portal to showcase their compliance. Here's an example, bop, bop, bop. And then using those examples, we're showcasing, hey, you're not alone. People like you are using TrustCloud. And the third playbook is the low-touch automation. But the very specific aspect of it is using the low-touch automation to trigger high-touch support. And so a lot of our low-touch email is just steering them into the next activation milestone. Hey, Joe, set up all your integration. You'll be 30% complete on your compliance journey. And then we end every aspect of every part of these low-touch emails with, we're here to help. And that level of trust is already carried over from our Superhuman Onboarding call and the people like you content. Like, they know that it's not automation. Yeah, like there's a robot behind the scene. Like they know they're gonna get Gary that will help them and will actually reply back. And so we incorporated FAQ from our high touch support and into our low touch process. We always continue to update this, and we reassure them once again, hey, you might be wondering if HIPAA compliance needs an audit. We get this question a lot. Here you go. And so these types of low touch emails reassure them that we know exactly what they're thinking, and we have guided many customers down this journey. So how do we know it's working? Well, we know this. We measure these activation success by, well, the customers no longer ask, how do I know, how do I start? This is overwhelming. How do I start? We get this. We used to get this a lot. How do I start? It's so overwhelming. So we create a lot of content and the low touch automation to kind of guide them along one baby step at a time. And we reassure them by following that journey, following those steps, they'll move forward into their journey. And then more and more are reaching the first milestone in their compliance journey. We can see that. And then lastly is we're also noticing consistent self-service of the usage of the product with minimum help. Like, we're seeing that they're actually continue to move forward. They're using the product, they're using the service, they're actually getting value with minimum help. That's when we know that our activation success is working. So making sure activation is successful is really a catalyst and key to your PLG customer trust. We have seen a high correlation between activated accounts to upsell and making them become champions and brand advocates. I mean, think about the reverse. Like, if you don't activate them and you left them high and dry, you're trying to hard sell them, they're not going to come back and use the product. They're going to go around looking for other vendors and say, hey, what's the apple to apple comparison? By activating them, they feel reassured, and then they continue to go down this journey. So this week, I'm doing a deep dive in PLG and customer success. So stay tuned. I'm going to share a lot more experience about how do we use data, how we scale customer success, how we, with a team of 3, we scale up to 1,000 customers, and a little bit more about how we track our success metrics. Hey, follow me on growthwithgary.com, or feel free to subscribe here to learn more about how to execute PLG, lead and operate and launch and be successful in SaaS.